Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. We are back and better than ever. Everything went well yesterday. Now, March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. And a lot of you had mentioned in the comments, not a lot, but a couple, that you're due to have your exam soon or you've been putting it off a little bit. My advice to you is just go and do it. The prep ahead of time is not that big of a deal when you are on your liquid diet. My pro tip would be get bone broth. There is protein in bone broth, so I had like 4 of those cartons throughout the day. That really kept me going. You could have black coffee, you could have Gatorade, water, all those things. The prep is not that bad. It's this solution, and I put some Crystal Light in there, so the flavor was pretty good. For me, the hardest part, now, a lot of you probably are not going to believe me, but I am a big baby when it comes to these things. One time I gave blood and I passed out. And ever since then, I've been super scared of needles. And I told this to the nurse. I'm like, you may not believe this, but I am very squirmish. Don't worry. So if you like, we can put a cold rag on your head. We could lay it down. And I was like, I'll be fine. And I was like, well, why don't you go and get that cold rag? So she did all of that. No big deal. If you have questions about anything, do let me know. But remember, we can't take our cards with us once we're gone. So let's all plan on being here for quite a long time. So if you're due to go get your exam, definitely go and do it. And I had planned mine as soon as I turned 45, which was over a month ago. But at school here, we got news probably about 2 weeks ago that one of our colleagues, much younger than me, probably 15 years younger than me, she has colon cancer. And I guess it's like stage 3, stage 4. So just had a couple kids recently. So a very sad thing. So please, if you do anything, get any message out of this is if you're due for it, since it is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, just schedule it. If you have any questions, do let me know. And always get through these things together. But they gave me a good bill of health. I had one of those polyps or whatever, which they said is normal. About 50% of people will have them. Nothing to worry about. I guess they biopsy it, and then they'll let me know when I need to return. If it's like every year, every 5 years, or every 10 years, no big deal. All right, class is in session. Today is Wednesday, March 5th, lesson 124. Now, one of my students, I've been doing this along the way, have not said it, I don't think, but I've been taking some of their sport numbers and dedicating lessons to them in the classroom here. But for all of you, today's lesson goes out to Hockey Stick Talk Nation. That's right, Dan. He is only a couple subs away, maybe about 4 or 5 subs away from 300. So let's go ahead and get him there. He does a live every Friday. Hockey. He's going to have a football takeover here pretty soon during the month of March, I believe. And I usually don't do this if I shout out a channel, but do. When you go to the channel, watch a video, thumbs up, give a comment, but have your comment be Connor Bedard sent me. He'll love that. Now, in 1993, the big man, Kyle Schwarber, was born. Man, I talked about Bam Bam a couple episodes ago, the SchwarBOMB. One of my favorite Chicago Cubs. I do hope at some point there's this Cinderella story where Kyle comes home and finishes his career as a Chicago Cub. Right now, it's time to get in some game day football, which is also 1993. All right, we're back. So it is everyone's favorite time of the week, time to get into some game day football. And just a couple of the hits from last week, that Brett Favre there in the middle. Who do we got today? Jim Kelly. I mean, look at the action photos. Being wrapped up there, standing tall in the pocket. Beautiful Jim Kelly card there. Howard Ballard. Neil Anderson. Shout out Zach and Porter, Glove and Beyond TV. He was a good player, very good player. Jay Hildenberg. Is that the same Hildenberg with the Bears, or did he have a brother? I always forget. I do always forget, to be honest with you. Troy Aikman, shout out 3 good nerds. Once I get a duplicate of this for my set, I'll be sending that one to Justin. Although Justin's the kind of guy, I may just send him this one. Steve Atwater, Benny Blades, Tony Bennett, shout out Hammy and Son, Cody Carlson, Old Chip Banks, old Chippy Banks. I did see, or Graham told me that Davante Adams, I guess, was officially released by the Jets, or they've confirmed that he's going to be releasing him. Carl Pickens, pretty good player, on the second-year standout. So I would love to have Ronnie Lott. I forgot that he was a Jet, to be honest with you. I'll be real honest with you. Well, that's Lester Holmes. A little bit of stick. That's definitely Ronnie Lott right there. USC. Let me know, folks, what does USC stand for? But DK Metcalf, a lot of people on the internet saying that the Packers have been talking to Seahawks about DK Metcalf. That has not been confirmed. I was talking with Graham. Bruce Smith, he was quite the pass rusher. We respect our defense around here. Steve McMichael, Mongo as well, wrapping up Rodney Peete there. Another good Bear back in the day. William Dean Perry, brother of the fridge. Focus what you were talking about a second ago, Vince. DK Metcalf. Moose. Shout out to Three Good Nerds again. Tommy Maddox. But DK Metcalf is out there. And I asked Graham, look up for me, what's the difference in their age? I love Davante Adams. I collected a lot of his cards. And once they go somewhere else, I have a hard time going, hard in the paint in another uniform. Eric Curry. But I could, start picking up Davante Adams again. But DK Metcalf, Herman Moore, DK Metcalf is reaching out to him. You're not going to catch him. Not going to catch Herman Moore. DK Metcalf is... Oh, we got Brett Favre. I'm never going to get through what I want to say here, folks. With all these hits, I mean, this is what game day football is all about. Hit after hit after hit. We got Brett Favre right there. Ernest Givens on the back. But DK Metcalf is like 5 years younger. So it would definitely take more to get DK Metcalf, but I think it's worth it. Let me look at the follow through, the football, right? It's like he's almost kind of just punching the football, or it's a football ring maybe. Back today, kids get those cupcakes with the rings on there. Could have been that. Todd Marinovich. Do I still have that Todd Marinovich card over here? What does USC stand for, folks? Never gets old. Some things never get old. Chris Dolman, he was quite the pass rusher back in his day. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I think right now this has been a successful rip. And I believe still, I am yet to get a duplicate of a card. And this is, I think I did 5 the first time. So this is probably 14 packs so far. Joe Montana. Got to get a stand for Joe Montana. In the Chiefs uniform, Cornelius Bennett, Trace Armstrong, James Francis, got a little stickage there. Lomas Brown, Matt Brock, Ray Childress, Dale Carter. Last card is going to be Dale Carter. I thought I was sticking together right there. First round draft pick, 1992, out of Tennessee. Birthday is November 28th of 1969. Man, I feel like I should buy more game day football with hits like these. Class is dismissed.